How was that audition?
It was good, man. I mean, it felt good.
Oh, hold on. Pick me.
What?
Congratulations, Mr. Lewis. You have been selected to come back for a callback January 7th, 1 p.m. See the size attached.
Man, that's from today.
Hey.
I got a callback.
This one really impressed me because the situation. You know, everybody was laughing with like the scene when he was in the callback, and I was laughing in the beginning, and then I was like, if I was in a casting with an old man, they asking me to take my shirt out, and it wasn't funny at all, and it was like, wow. But I was like so amazed how everybody was laughing. I was like, oh my god, that's not right. But I guess we all react in different ways when the message of the film was really nice. Sometimes you don't get like a prize, sometimes you don't get a role when you speak, but you keep being true to yourself. So, but the acting was really cool. So yeah.
Did anybody laugh that want to speak about why they were laughing?
I thought it was obviously it's a comedy, so it was funny, but just like comedy does, it tends to, you know, provide that comic relief and then also provide truth. So I think if it wasn't put in this way, I don't think it would have kind of allowed everyone to tune in. You know, comedy has a way of bringing everyone, you know, closer and so once it did that, and I'm guilty of continuing to laugh, honestly. I was.
How dare you laugh at the movie that is a comedy?
But after the fact, you know, I realized, you know, yeah, that happens often, way too much to women, you know. So I think it's a good takeaway, and it was a great film.
It was a comedy, but it was also based on current changes, political changes. This was a 180, where the casting couch is the male getting the female, putting him in a compromising situation, not the female being put into a compromising situation, which has been the basis for most of the lawsuits that are going on. I thought that it was interesting that the camaraderie of the three characters bantering back and forth because they're all trying to be acting, they're trying to get into gigs, do jobs, and one of them says, "Why didn't you just do it?" And the protagonist says, "No, I couldn't," and he's the one that actually brought a lawsuit. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the ending, though. I'm not sure if it's bittersweet to say, okay, you won your case in making a complaint because we fired the interviewer, the director, whatever her position was, but we're offering you a part. That's really kind of a bittersweet tag. I'm not sure if I accept that. It's almost too pat, but it's also the vision of the writer and the producer for this particular movie.
It was interesting to watch it with the, like, having the male perspective. I think it's kind of like shows, for example, like South Park, for example, where you can watch it and look at it as just a comedy, you know, just, you know, but no, they're satire or whatever. But you can also see the political, like, you know, the undertones, right? You can look at it from a critical lens if you want to, and this is a movie where, you know, it is in the comedy section. But you could also look at it from that critical lens if you wanted to. But it's also interesting to think about, the gender dynamics. Whereas I feel like, you know, we're looking at drama and comedy today. Had it been a woman standing there, right, I feel like it would have been on the drama side, right? We would have all probably felt really uncomfortable, like, oh, he's asking her to take off her clothes, and this is just a really bad situation. Whereas, like, you know, again, the kind of like, you know, we're like giggling, right? But again, that social commentary of like, well, why are we laughing? Why is this like funny? But it makes us have to turn that lens on like what we're actually saying.
Yeah, it creates a conversation.
Yeah. And then at the ending, similarly, I felt like it was a little bit flat for me because it was just kind of like this happy-go-lucky tie it all up at the end, where it's like, oh, like you get this justice, and if you're having this political commentary, and it sounds like they're trying to go around like the Me Too and the Time's Up movement and all of that. It's like we're not really seeing that. Like you are seeing some degrees of justice, but to have it like wrap up so easily, like she was fired and you get the role, and now your career's jumping off. Whereas we're like, that's not quite how it's playing out. So it's like, if you're gonna bring in the social commentary, it would have been great to see a more realistic lens on how that may have played out.
See, and I actually had an opposite experience because I feel like I've seen a lot of films, just watching films in the circuit, where it does end on a somber note, and it kind of ends with like the person that received like the abuse, that felt victimized. It's kind of like they're all somber. Like, where do they go with this? So I actually like seeing some light. Like, I like kind of seeing a reward to them being honest. I like seeing it's not going to be bad every time. You're not going to be left feeling that way. So I just liked that change of pace. But that's just because I've seen a lot that kind of pushed on that downer side. Not that there isn't a downer side, but it was just nice for me to kind of see a positive outcome.
Point, I think with comedy, that's a great way to have an ending that's not so somber. That's what comedy does. It allows that to flourish in a way. So I do agree.